This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, there's a Red Cross blood drive coming up where your donation will also help out another worthwhile cause. We have the details next. Welcome to another edition of FYI on SSPTV. Thank you so much for watching and spending some time with the team. I'm Ken Carr. We start with headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. State police at Frackville are investigating a burglary in which two men pretending to work for the water company made off with $8,000 in cash. It happened around 4:30 yesterday afternoon on Maria Road in West Monoy Township in Schuylkill County. Two men pretended to be from the water company and entered the residence to check for contaminated water. Once inside, they distracted the owners, stole the money, and fled. The suspects are described as white, one about 6 feet tall with a medium build, the other 5'4" with a stocky build. Anyone with information is asked to call Frackville State Police at 570-874-5300 and use reference number L0313503040. Now, we'll post this story on Facebook, on our Facebook page, in case you need to write down that reference number. 11th District Congressman Lou Barletta has been named to the Counterterrorism and Intelligence Subcommittee of the House Homeland Security Committee. He issued a statement which read, quote, "As terrorist attacks bloom in Europe and threats continue here at home, national security remains one of the most pressing issues of our time. As we deal with dangers from abroad and from within our own borders, the work of identifying and combating violence against the United States is more important than ever. I am very proud of my new subcommittee assignment and look forward to helping craft policies designed to keep the American people safe," unquote. The congressman had previously served as a member of the Oversight and Management Efficiency Subcommittee. Representatives from both sides of the illegal immigration case in Hazleton were expected to meet this afternoon in Harrisburg to discuss the nearly $3 million in legal fees. The fees are the result of a court battle over Hazleton's Illegal Immigration Relief Act. A federal judge was to serve as arbitrator. The $2.8 million is being sought by groups that sued to block the ordinances. They include the American Civil Liberties Union, Latino Justice, and the Philadelphia law firm of Cozen O'Connor. Tomorrow marks the annual March for Life on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. The march dates back to January 22nd of 1974, the first anniversary of the Supreme Court decision in Roe v. Wade that legalized abortion. Among those taking part in tomorrow's event in our nation's capital, a group of teens and chaperones from Holy Annunciation Parish at St. Gabriel's Church in Hazleton. The Reverend Gregory Finn is the church pastor.
Our young people are going to take part in that demonstration so that they can join their voices and their support in the protection of life. What's really amazing is that the vast majority of people who attend this are actually young people. And that's encouraging because it means that they are the people who will appreciate the value of life and that hopefully we will be able to entrust ourselves to them.
For those unable to attend the march in person, you can watch the events on your television or computer. Starting tomorrow at 3 p.m., Riversong Productions will provide a live streaming broadcast entitled A Matter of Life on YouTube with highlights from the march, followed by a 3-hour show of interviews with pro-life leaders. SSPTV will simulcast 1 hour of that special programming tomorrow from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on SSPTV. And for more information on the special live stream, A Matter of Life, go to rsptv.com. You're invited to roll up your sleeve and help give the gift of life. Lisa Sugart has more on the constant need for blood donations.
The winter months are a difficult time for the American Red Cross, who is trying to attract donors to come out and help give the gift of life. Here to talk about the need today for the American Red Cross is Colin Riccobon, our dear friend, who is the External Communications Manager for the Red Cross Blood Services. Colin, this is a tough time of the year. I mean, people don't want to go out in the cold. A lot of people are sick, so I'm sure it takes a toll on your job.
Sure, it's a challenging time of the year. I guess the best way to put it, the need for blood is constant. It really doesn't matter how many inches of snow fall on the ground, how low the temperatures drop, or how many tissues we use to get over the cold or the flu. There are patients that are in hospitals that depend on donors every single day.
Now, where are we at right now with the blood supply? Is there a great need right now?
Well, there's always a need. As I said, the need is constant, but we're encouraging people, A negative, B negative, O negative blood, to come out, roll up their sleeves, and make a difference. If you're looking for a blood drive, you can go to redcrossblood.org, you can call 1-800-RED-CROSS, or maybe you're walking down the street and you see a Red Cross blood drive sign. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Very good point. And there is a nice blood drive coming up in our area at the Penn State Hazleton campus.
Yeah, it's in cooperation with Thon. It is on Monday, January the 26th from 11 to 4 at the Graham Building. And each blood donor will have a $4 donation made in their honor to Thon, which will help the Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital.
So you're helping children with cancer and you're helping to give the gift of life.
You are making a difference on many, many fronts. Your one blood donation may help save up to 3 lives, and that $4 donation can go a long way for Penn State Thon.
And you told me as well, you want people to come out and give blood, but there's also a need for platelets. So explain what that's all about, because many people aren't familiar with that, and where you go to do that.
Well, platelets are the blood clotting component of blood. It helps people that are going through cancer treatments, those that have just had heart surgeries. So you can go up to the Wilkes-Barre Donor Center or the Scranton Donor Center. It's a longer procedure than the hour of time you take to make a regular blood donation. It's about 2.5 hours, but you get to enjoy a movie and sit back and relax while the donation process is going on. And the thing that's important to know about platelets is that they must be transfused within 5 days. So the shelf life in the window for the use of platelets is small, so the need is very constant.
Oh, okay. So try to do that, and maybe as often as they can in that respect as well. And of course, technology is everywhere. I was surprised to find out there's an app for the American Red Cross.
Yeah, there is a blood donor app which you can download at the App Store or Google Play, or just by texting 90999. And this is really a fantastic tool that the American Red Cross unveiled in 2014, in which you can find a blood drive near you. You can schedule an appointment. You can take selfies and post them. You can also see where your blood is in the process, whether or not it's being processed. Is it being distributed to a hospital? So it's really putting the power to help save lives in the palm of your hand.
Wow, very well said. Well, we hope that you can come out and give blood at the Penn State Hazleton campus. Give platelets, as Colin said, as well. And of course, if you're looking to find out where the next blood drive is, they can call
1-800-RED-CROSS, visit redcrossblood.org, or download that blood donor app.
All right, you got it covered every way. So help the American Red Cross. You'll be helping out many people.
Thank you, Lisa. Now, just 2 more days until Liam List takes the stage. The concert will benefit 10-month-old Aubrielle Marcicano of Cunningham, who contracted a rare form of meningitis. The doors open at 6 p.m. Friday at the West Hazleton Elementary Middle School, with Liam List performing at 7 p.m. Tickets are available at all Hazleton area school district elementary and middle schools, Holy Family Academy in Hazleton, and here at our SSPTV studios at 109 West Broad Street. Tickets are $5 each, and a limited number of VIP meet and greets will be available the night of the concert for an additional $5. For more information, visit A Benefit Concert for Aubrielle on Facebook. Well, later on, FYI, Dave Seaman, the sports editor for the Standard Speaker, is here, and we'll give you our perspective on the situation involving MMI Prep and Holy Redeemers girls basketball teams as District 2 of the PIAA gets ready for a hearing to make sure proper sportsmanship was used by the Lady Royals in a game with MMI. And when we come right back, more tips to beat seasonal depression with Janine and Tamara.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Do you think your house is a little bit gloomy as it's darker earlier, and the winter just makes your house look gloomier? So Tamara's here, and over the last 6 weeks, we're talking about how we can brighten your house up, how we can put you in a better mood throughout the winter season. And today we're talking about letting it glow, right?
And reflecting on it.
Reflecting light.
Yes, light is so important. It can take there's 3 types of light. Okay. There's a warm light, there's a white light, and there's a cool light. Warm light in your home is really age flattering. Okay. It won't show age and lines. It's warm, it's nice and
kind of like
subtle.
The lighting here, the studio.
A white light is like a neutral light, and then your cool light, it's actually the hardest light to work with because it's kind of darker, but it will make a room look bigger.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So light is tricky, and it's very interesting, and reflecting with mirrors is important too.
All right.
So that's what I'm going to show you, some pictures to show you with
that.
that.
It's picture time.
A big vitamin D deficiency comes from not enough light. So you want to use as much natural light in your home as you can possibly get.
Okay.
Here you'll see in this picture that the light, just having that lamp added the glow to that room.
Drapes open.
Right. Let the light in. Now this is a dark room with the oranges colors, but just adding that light there just makes the room look a little cooler. Here you'll see the lighting there. Totally popped that room out. Here's lighting in your kitchen. Made it. I think they kind of put a little yellow paint in there too, but that made it a lot different. Here's just lighting things around you. Here's your mirrors. Reflect the room. They make the room look bigger. You want to see how this room totally looks like a bigger room, just having that mirror there. Here's mirror on the table. It reflects up. So that's going to reflect your lighting upwards. This here just adds depth to the room.
It's neat. It gives you a variety of where to place those mirrors. You don't necessarily have to hang the mirrors.
Right, and candlelight reflects off the mirror too. That's in a fireplace there. Now this I love because you can reflect outdoors. You want to put your mirrors and you can actually see outside.
And bring outside inside.
And see how that made that whole hallway appear there? So using your mirrors are so, you can just totally make your room bigger, reflect outdoor light, and just bring in that warm. There, again, it's just making the room look bigger. Here's some cool little things I found on Pinterest of just making your own little lights.
Yeah, that's another thing we should mention. You know, go on Pinterest. There's a ton of ideas that you can get on there.
And just balance the light, but use as much outdoor light as you can. Now I know privacy, a lot of people have privacy issues with neighbors, but they sell really nice blinds that will actually bring the light in through them.
Okay.
And there's a lot. You can go on Pinterest, go on HGTV has a lot of good ideas, and House Homes does too.
All right, so next week, what are we focusing on for decorating?
Next week is the weather outside is frightful, but don't let the outside of your house be too.
Okay, so we got to worry about the outside of our house, even though you might be gloomy, and we got to, you know, brighten your spirits and keep you peppy for the entire winter season, right? So join us every Wednesday here on FYI.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
This is video from before the snow started to fall in Hazleton, and it seems like the city lucked out this time with the snow. Let's see why. This is our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, snow is likely, and that's mainly before 4 a.m. Our low will be 20 degrees, and new snow accumulation of less than 1 inch is possible, so that's not bad. On Thursday, on the extended forecast, there is a chance of snow showers before 8 a.m. and then a chance of flurries before the storm ends. Our high will be near 29, and again, new snow accumulation of less than a ½ inch is possible. Thursday night will be clear with a low of 16. On Friday, expect some sun, a high near 30 degrees. Friday night, another chance of snow, mostly cloudy, low of 21. Saturday, another chance of snow, the high of 33. Saturday night, scattered flurries and a low of 21. For Sunday, the sun comes back, a high near 30 degrees, and Sunday night, chance of snow showers, low of 16 degrees. And the weather forecast on FYI is brought to you by the Pines Eatery and Spirits, located in the Markle Building in downtown Hazleton. If you get there tonight, try the spinach egg drop soup and let me know how it is. And remember to mark your calendars for Friday night for live music from Mother Nature's Son Duo from 6 to 10 p.m. Friday nights at the Pines are getting really popular, so go be part of the fun.
My name is Leanne Falabelle. I'm the Vice President of Marketing at the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. And today I'm going to talk about our upcoming Red Carpet Breakfast program. This is the first in our legislative series of programs that we have each month here at the Chamber. And our Chamber members, their guests, their coworkers, employees are invited to attend these programs. And our first one is going to be held January 29th. And the program goes from 7:45 a.m. until 9 a.m. And this month we'll be at the Pines Eatery in downtown Hazleton. The cost is $20 for members, $25 for non-members. And our guest speaker always in the month of January is our mayor, so it will be Mayor Yunuzzi this month. And he's just going to provide us with an update of what's going on in the city, just some information. There'll be a question and answer period, and it'll just give our members an opportunity to just see everything that's going on in the city and just get that legislative update of all the ongoings happening. So if you are interested in attending the program, you can simply visit our website at hazletonchamber.org, click on the calendar, and then go to January 29th, or you can call our office at 570-455-1509.
Here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. The daily number 753, the big 4 5166, Quinto 68542, and Treasure Hunt 3, 12, 14, 22, and 28. It's almost Dave Day. Stay tuned.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Welcome to another Dave Day in a different location this week, as Dave Seaman, the sports editor from the Standard Speaker, joins us, and a ton to talk about locally, nationally, on a state level. Let's start locally. Getting a lot of play, a lot of press, the game between Holy Redeemer and the MMI girls. Holy Redeemer winning by a wide margin. It was like 125-12. And questions now in place. There will be a hearing with PIAA District 2 of the PIAA. They'll take a look into that to see if sportsmanship was used. No rules were broken that are governed by PIAA for sportsmanship. Dave, we wanted to explain, give a little bit of behind the scenes. Now here, we didn't run the score initially. I wasn't at the game. I didn't get to see what happened. And every now and then, since we do blurbs on our scoreboard, we don't really go into too much detail. We'll, every now and then, if a score like that comes across, it's not crucial to the standings, we'll also choose sometimes to not put it on. That's what happened there. We started covering it here once the PIAA, once District 2 started to get involved. You guys had the score in the paper, and you said it's a matter of record, really.
Oh, really. It's a game that was held. The numbers count. There are scorebooks to verify that. We didn't make a big deal about the game itself until we got word from our sister paper in Wilkes-Barre, the Citizens Voice, that said they're going to check into the matter, the circumstances surrounding the game. They did a few stories for us and followed up on the story throughout the week. Again, whether sportsmanship was violated there by the Holy Redeemer people. Again, that's going to be up for the District 2 committee to determine that. They're asking the coaches, athletic directors, principals from both schools to respond in the hearing, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Dave, what we've talked about in covering local sports is it's really about the kids and the athletes going out there that try hard, and we really want to feature them. And I think it's interesting when you're dealing with high school sports like this MMI situation. It's important to remember this isn't the NFL. The PIAA does have sportsmanship rules in place. And how much of that do you think you have to consider when we do things like covering these events and making some different decisions than you would when, say, doing an NFL story?
Yeah, it's they are kids, and they're not kids. They're young adults, and they're doing something that they're dedicating a lot of their time. They're showcasing their time management skills, doing it for a purpose, especially when you go to MMI, where they're studying college-level courses in a lot of cases. And a lot of schools, their students are studying the college-level courses, honors courses, advanced placement courses. They want to better themselves, and part of that is sports. Being a part of a team, that takes you a long way in life. And I think what we do to cover these athletes too, it shows you the good side, shows you the bad side, but it shows you how they overcome the bad times too. I'm anxious to see how these MMI student athletes will react to what happened. And that's one of the beauty of covering sports, is that there are student athletes that they're dealt a bad hand. Like we talked about injuries. You know, a lot of kids get injured. How do they recover from that? Do they put their heads down, or do they get back to work? And in life, you're going to get knocked down. So again, you get a chance to bounce back up and make the best out of a bad situation.
Dave, thanks once again for joining us. And before we end the Sportscast, let's go to the FYI Standard Speaker Scoreboard. Now, Dave and I did talk about the new agreement between the NCAA and Penn State, and to hear that discussion, check out FYI on Thursday. Now to the scoreboard. In boys basketball, Hazleton area survived an upset bid by Berwick to stay undefeated in conference play. Dave Seaman has a full game report on StandardSpeaker.com. In Division 3 of the Schuylkill League, Shenandoah Valley and Monoy area, they stayed hot with victories. Monoy area is in first place. North Schuylkill and Tamaqua got wins in Division 1 of the Schuylkill League. Big wins on Tuesday night. In the Wyoming Valley Conference, MMI, they fell to Myers. The Hazleton area Bowlers, they swept past Columbia Montour Votech at the Bowl Arena in West Hazleton. And the Cougar Swimmers got a split, or excuse me, they were swept at home by Wyoming Valley West. It's Wednesday, and here's some delicious alliteration. It's signature steak night at Bottlenecks. All of their signature steaks are only $9.95 plus bottomless soup and salad for only $2.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy birthday, Rick Morelli, from your family, friends, and everyone at SSPTV. Happy 95th birthday to Catherine Corelli of Hazleton. Love from Elsie. Our Talk of the Town report, the McAdoo Fire Company will be holding a Super Bowl food sale. Pre-orders will be taken until January 25th. Call today for your wings, pork barbecue, or strombolis, 570-929-1079. And finally, the Sanctuary, located on Wyoming Street in Hazleton, will be holding a professional wrestling event called the Sanctuary Stampede, Sunday, January 25th. This 30-man rumble starts at 5 p.m., and last man standing is awarded as champion. For more information, just call 570-262-0636. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Bernard Gatsky of Hazleton. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home and will be held at the convenience of the family. Thomas J. Smith-Noski Sr. of Drums. Funeral is Friday at 9:30 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. John J. Howard of Beaver Meadows. Funeral is Friday at 10 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. Florence N. Troll, formerly of Hazleton. Funeral is Saturday at 11 a.m. from the Hazel Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. And Shane Scott Elick of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Hazel Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Michael Gambetta of Hazleton. Michael, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Thanks for watching FYI this evening. And remember, for breaking news, you can go to facebook.com/FYI News 13 or standardspeaker.com. We'll be back tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.